at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Kanye, I guess, ran through some, I don't know if they were necessarily rough tracks or, I don't know, 80% done or whatever. A lot of people were telling me, if you want to listen to it like you normally do, just wait till it comes out because you could only hear so much. And I also heard that Hov's verse was trash from a credible source. Shout out to my dude, Jesse.
Hold on.
He said his verse was trash.
Yeah, I heard, I did hear, that's the one part I was actually interested in.
Yeah, he said
Trash is hyperbole.
Well, I trust his judgment. Maybe I don't want to misquote him, but he was like, "Man,
I'll just have to wait till it drops."
Yeah, we'll just have to say he said the verse wasn't it. We'll just say that verse wasn't it from Hov.
Well.
So, but since you watched it, Terry, I'll come to you first because to me it looked like somebody just getting their ego stroked in a big old crowd, listening to their own music and
with $40 hot dogs.
Yeah, serving $65 lemon heads. That's what I saw. You know what I'm talking about? So maybe I could be wrong, but from what I saw in the clips, he just had a lot of people come out and make him feel good with a stocking cap on his head. So that's what I saw. What you think, man? How'd it go?
It was, to be honest with you, I need to listen. In order for me to actually grasp this album and this project, I need to listen to it the way it needs to be listened to, and that's not watching Kanye walk across the floor of Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Thank you.
But you are correct. It may have been something for him to stroke his ego a little bit, but in the same token, and I say this because this is kind of the same stuff that LeBron gets. He gets flack for. People rushed out and sold this event out.
I'm talking about out.
They sold it out.
It was sold out before I even heard about it.
Yeah. So, with that being said, he sold out a listening party and then decided to kind of, well, I'm going to tuck it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Him stroking his ego per se or getting off endorphins from this is not his problem because the people are giving him that energy.
True.
You know what I'm saying? He could have put this out for a listening party and there could have still been tickets floating around, but people rushed out and bought these tickets. Go listen to this album.
Yeah.
Regardless if you like it or not. And that's why I will always champion Kanye a winner in that aspect because it doesn't matter what he does it in a grand display and he gets it out the way he wants to get it out and people support it whether they hate it or love it. They're going to support it at the end of the day.
I mean, when you polarizing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's if you think about it on face value, it's brilliant. He knew that the tickets was going to sell out if he came to a stadium rocking new merch and saying I'm about to play my album. He knew that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
The shoes was fire too. I don't know about the jacket, but I do like the shoes.
Okay.
But I'm a Yeezy fan.
Okay.
Y'all know that.
I'm
the champion Yeezy fan. It's cool.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though.
That's the voice we missed last week.
Yes, we definitely did.
It was just very anti-Kanye.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck. Terry has shown me a couple low top Yeezys that was fire. We went through a couple of them, and the boy got an eye when it comes to that them shoes.
You're not talking the ones that look like
No, I don't know about them. The ones like
Crocs.
waffles.
The ones that look like Crocs.
I'll rock those
from the Halo universe.
I'll rock those.
I'm cool on
I'll rock
Crocs.
those on the beach some damn where. But back to the music aspect of it.
Yeah.
I thought the project sounded okay. It wasn't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't trash. It wasn't nothing that I'm running to the mountaintop screaming, this is classic Kanye. But Kanye probably feels the same way. That's the reason why it's not released yet on any streaming service. The J verse, I'm actually happy to hear that him and Jay are working together.
That part right there is dope.
Yeah, because
I agree.
That's the type of energy I need to see. Being both a Kanye West and a Jay-Z fan. If I can get a Watch the Throne Part 2, I am content. I'll tell you that much. Because Jay-Z, he's not going to let Kanye just Kanye this the album.
There we go.
He's going to make sure that it's listenable.
Yeah,
all the way around. He already did that with R. Kelly and wasn't even able to tour with it. So I think he learned his lesson on that. And Jay is at a point in his career where he's not releasing anything unless it's gonna stand on something. So
agreed.
I hope it's better than Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne 1 was good to me.
I thought it had moments. I would be lying if I said it was trash. It's not.
It's definitely not trash. It's by far not trash.
Yeah, it's not trash, but it has some moments. But I thought out the gate, I thought it was better than it was, and that might have been me being excited about them being together. Out the gate, I thought it was crazy, but as I continued to listen to it, it didn't age with me like I thought it would. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about that nostalgia piece, and I probably listened to Watch the Throne about a month ago. During a workout, and I was like, I like this, because I wasn't blown away. I wasn't, there were songs I liked off of it, and of course there were records that I played in the club,
for sure.
But I was like, okay, there's a couple songs where I wasn't checking for then, that I enjoy now. Yeah. So it's just once again subjective. And when we talk about, anytime that you reminisce over something and but
back to the stocking cap though.
Look, this is him. Look, and I was kind of joking and I kind of wasn't. I said, look, for all
he laughs when it's funny.
For all of
don't do that, man.
Kanye and his in his new walk, I still want to respect that, that part of it. I just
respect.
I just feel like sometimes, just the goofy stuff that he does is breaking at least 2 commandments just off tops every time he comes out. Like,
here you go, man.
Here we go with the.
This ain't the first time Kanye wore a mask, though.
Yeah, but he liked to get with that he's having a real problem with that. As far as the commandment with the false idol, he's having trouble with that because that's a lot of what his imagery is about. What you're doing. But I'm gonna leave that be.
I see what you're doing
because maybe I'm just not. I don't understand it. You know who else I don't understand? Who is Justin LeBoy? Am I supposed to care about who he is and what he has to say?
No, but let's get back to this.
Back to the stocking cap, brother.
No, you know what? I liked pieces that I heard. I don't think the Jay-Z part is his verse is trash.
Okay.
Once again, none of this is mixed and mastered and ready to go.
Okay.
But we talked about how
Jay literally recorded that verse 4 hours before that show happened.
This is why I don't want to hear it until it's time to hear.
Apparently people were recording verses in the locker room. That's why he came out 2 hours late.
Did they have $65 lemon heads?
I sure hope not.
Okay.
Boston baked beans, though.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, I have to put aside a lot of things so I don't just hate on Kanye's music. I have to. I can't think about what he said about Harriet Tubman and slavery being a choice. Like I have to try to separate the art from the artist.
I'm not going to.
But it's very hard for me because one of the things that bothered me most, and we don't talk about it, or maybe we did talk about it, where he was talking about how Donald Trump is like his dad. And Kanye West's dad is still alive.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah,
I wasn't with that. That was stupid.
So, I hear pieces of it and I was like, okay, I can vibe with this. But I just like, if we waiting for that old Kanye to come back, it's not coming back.
That ship is sailed.
I'm still
cool.
like the little clips, the music is cool. The clips I'm hearing as far as lyrics, he still got a ways to go.
But what I'm hearing,
that's gone. Even on Life of Pablo, and I say this all the time, Father Stretch My Hands.
Oh my God.
The production on that song is some of the best I've ever heard in my life.
With
Kanye
wackest,
killed it
with the bleaching.
Come on, man.
That's one of the
that song could have meant so much more.
That could have been yeah.
That's one of the worst first 4 bars over a great beat that I've ever heard in my life.
Like that
beat is crazy.
I was like,
the way it starts, everything about that song gives me chills.
Yeah.
Except for what Kanye has to say on it. It's like, wow, dude.
But I'm looking at it this way, man. Like, because we've had this conversation in the past before. People that listen to us know. We've talked about artists taking them as a whole or just leaving certain stuff out and then just listening to the music, or do we encompass everything? We've talked about that before.
Kanye's made it so hard.
He's got a circle of yes men.
100%, yeah.
The people who are like, yeah, go ahead and put out the Confederate flag merch. That's a good idea with your name under it.
Yeah, do that. But my thing is, I just don't want to listen to it without it being ready. That's my thing, because it's going to change my judgment on it. I'd rather just wait, and then I'm going to really listen. I've heard the production is dope.
He's going to change that.
Production is fire.
That's how things move now.
Well, we'll see. Lone, you got any thoughts, man? You probably like me. I didn't watch it. I
didn't watch it. I don't really want to have an opinion until I can actually hear it.
Right.
And honestly, I don't even care about my own opinion on it. So it's just what it is.
Yeah, I watched it
like,
solely based on being a Kanye fan.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
And I can get that. It's just
anybody mad at that.
It's not like a lot of the stuff that Jay talks about. Like I don't want to support Kanye. Like I don't want to. Like he hasn't apologized.
Yeah. He didn't. He is. He's still.
Like,
If,
if he's still that same person, then
he
fell back on the Trump stuff. He did say something.
Yeah, after he lost.
No, it was before that. It was before that.
But there's so much of it.
It's beyond.
Like, there's certain stuff that's just kind of like, I don't know. If Trump came out tomorrow and said, I'm sorry about one thing. Like, would you all automatically like be like, oh, okay, well, cool. It's just, so I'm just not with it. Like, if he puts out music, I will probably hear it somehow because everybody's going to share it. But but I would rather wait till it drops.
I've consistently said on this show and in conversation on whatever platform, whatever, up until my Dark Twisted Fantasy, that run is like, it's almost excellence, man. When you go from College Dropout all the way up into that, like it's hard. You'd be hard pressed to find an artist that can. I'll just say it's not going to be easy to top that run leading up to that album, right? And I stand on that. Like
it's one of the best runs ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like I stand on.
Nobody can take that away.
But I'm to the point now where it's like I know in my mind it'll never be that. His music will never be that good. To me, it's not going to hit that. It's not going to hit the same. Maybe I'm in a different time in my life. That's part of it too. Because
the problem
some of
with
that stuff
is,
came out, I was in college. But I just don't think he'll reach that level.
He won't.
Terry, in my opinion.
The problem with that is he's so far gone as far as that is concerned. As far as having to even be that that hungry individual.
Okay.
That will never surface again, unfortunately.
Okay.
And we have to kind of live with that. Like I've actually found a lot of with what I've been dealing with here lately.
Yeah.
Listening to like old Kanye West and stuff like that actually makes me feel better. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
It's like me leaning towards the old Kanye and just hoping that a glimmer of hope is gonna come up with the new one. It's kind of, I mean, it's almost shallow or selfish within myself to want him to be that same Kanye, because unfortunately he's been through a lot of life events that he probably can't return to that.
Yeah,
but I can live with the fact that the stuff that I really love, I'm still rocking with, and hopefully he can just give us some decent stuff that people can rock with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like, to your point, it's like one thing that we like about artists, or we talk about with our favorite artists or people that we admire, is the evolution of the artist. Like, prime example, my favorite group of all time is Outkast. You know that. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
They are the prime example to me of consistently knocking it out the park with dope evolution. Like if you listen to those albums, they grow. The production grows, everything grows, and it sounds different and it
evolves. They only evolved for 10 years and they don't put anything out anymore. Kanye's been around for decades.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah,
but
I'm just using them as an example.
Dre's not putting anything out right now.
He's not.
Yeah, I mean, Big
Boy
and Sleepy Brown still putting out records.
Big Boy still put out dope projects,
but
though.
it's not that same energy.
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's like even Big Boy, when he started putting out his solo records, that was an evolution from what they were as Outkast, right? So, I mean, it's a part of it. You'll never get Southern Playalistic or AC Aliens back. We know that because it's just not gonna happen. You know, so just take it for what it is. But my thing has always been, you know, that doesn't mean that you can't still assess the music and give your opinion on it.
People have to be hungry, or need to prove a point. Like when people were saying Nas was kind of missing the boat here and there. Yeah. When Jay-Z dissed him, it gave him new life. That was the best thing that could have happened in Nas's career, because once that happened, Nas was a whole different beast. Right. You know what I'm saying? He came out, okay, I got to give you that same energy that I gave you a long time ago. Yeah. So that y'all can't keep denying me what I know I can do. Yeah. So unless that happens with a lot of these, even with J. Cole's last project, J. Cole had to prove that I really do this.
He said it.
I can rap, I can really do this. So y'all gonna have to listen to me and give me my respect or move on.
Yeah.
Who else? Somebody else did that here recently. But the list goes on. When you have something to prove or somebody's poked the bear per se,
Yeah.
Right.
then they have that extra incentive to prove what they have to do. Kanye West feels like he doesn't have to prove anything else to you.
Facts.
So he's experimental. He's going to do whatever he decides he wants to do until somebody pokes the bear. And Drake isn't poking the bear when we talk about them kind of beefing or going back and forth. He's not doing it to the point where somebody like Kanye, who came from a hip hop based upbringing, he's not poking him the way that he needs to be agitated in order to bring back that new or old Kanye.
You know, it'd be
I'm with
nasty
that.
though if once Kanye finally puts out Donda, like Drake's just sitting there waiting to press the button on Certified Lover Boy.
Well, I heard that they're actually cool again.
That's
okay,
tough.
all right. Well, yeah.
Now that right there,
I heard they're cool again because they were actually playing with the fact that he might release it last Friday.
Okay.
And some came out like Drake was giving him a chance to breathe and let his project do what it needed to do because evidently they must be cool again.
hey,
Drake giving Kanye a chance to breathe. The game is completely different.
If you've enjoyed this segment of the New Old Heads podcast, make sure you join our live show every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/newoldheads. You can also catch playback of all of our shows on any podcast app and youtube.com/newoldheadsnetwork. And go to newoldheads.com/community to join our Discord.